silver, and Lupe Suarez in the blue.
As predicted, straight ahead. Molina came right at him through a right hand, which landed. If it's up to Molina, there'll be very little motion in this.
John Molina, very green. And, oh, he took a right hand from Suarez. And the crowd was to the southpaw, Lupe Suarez.
Right now,
as an amateur, Molina had no difficulty with them. As a professional, he has knocked out 8 of the last 9. And the one opponent who did last 10 rounds, although Molina came away with the victory, was the southpaw.
He doesn't seem to be having any trouble with this one because he's not moving. Lupe's just standing right in front of him, contrary to what his corner wanted him to do, to move to the left.
And we've hit the halfway mark of this opening round. Lupe Suarez in the blue. John Molina. Right here, 16 of his 22 fights in Corpus, and he's 6-long home field advantage for Suarez. I would say he didn't like it.
Yes, we have to brainwash you a little bit. These two men are giving us a brisk first round, as predicted. They're certainly not holding anything back.
Nice combination from Molina, but the counter by Suarez.
Well, I said Molina was a punching machine. He certainly is this first round. He seems inexhaustible right now.
Planted by Suarez in this opening round. That is it for round number 1.
Now is what Lupe Ford, he's not punches because he's so anxious to get his punches. I said at the top of the show, he's fearless. He just comes straight ahead, and unless you can control his...
What about the lack of motion on the part of Suarez?
Big mistake on the part of Suarez. His whole thing was to get away, use that left-handed stance, and give him motion. No motion on the part of...
That's the score of the first round.
In Texas, either way.
Also the home of Lupe Suarez. Along with Lupe. Molina out of Fajardo, Puerto Rico, 22 years old, record of 14-0, 9 by knockout. And Suarez able to score to the head of Molina. And again, the crowd reacting.
He's able to land those long shots as soon as he lets this little guy in close.
Got his last fight back in March. He stopped Rico Velasquez in the 6-6 in a brawl by Refugio Rojas.
Wouldn't he benefit a little bit by Angelo Dundee in the corner saying, hey, you better start moving around and quit fighting with him?
Said, well, he doesn't need Angelo. Been in his corner for 8 of his fights. Molina...
Nice for being in great demand. Pinklon Thomas has him under contract. He just won't release him to come here for one day. I know his heart is here.
Helping to trace title fight against Mike Tyson. Final seconds, second round. Big Doctor Ferdy Pacheco since his amateur days when he was 12 years old. But you're tough, and you're showing us that.
I'd hate to have to show this toughness over the rest of this fight.
Emilio Sanchez obviously attempting to encourage his fighter. And no sign of stepping away by...
I think most rounds are very... So this fight is an even fight unofficially right now on my card. Out here because of the fragile brows.
Good exchange. In fact, he's had over 100 stitches around his eye. The champ.
This crowd, which has been strangely quiet for the hometown favorite, is now coming on as Lupe is starting to connect with Molina and driving him back.
Good counter by Suarez. Molina misfiring with the right hand, but able to come back.
Molina looks like he's starting.
Molina's legs did buckle.
And has no arm power now. Lupe getting to Molina. These two guys are tough.
And they have been going like this right from the start. Another action-packed round. The trainer, Jose Martinez.
Box is what he wants him to do, but of course, that's the problem. It's Lupe Suarez.
And John Molina has never been down as an amateur or a professional. And we did note that his legs buckled back in the third round.
And the steam went from the punches of down, tied under those gloves. John doesn't have the experience to carry out the orders of Lou Duva, and that's why he's getting hammered.
He's having trouble.
Back with an explosive combination. Two bulls just pushing against each other, trying to wear each other out, and then those explosive combinations from one side to the other.
To this point, it has been a slugfest. John Molina in the silver and red. Lupe Suarez in the blue. The start of our boxing doubleheader here on NBC. Coverage goes against Dennis Cruz, and we'll also be showing you that impressive knockout by Evander Holyfield that took place in Las Vegas last week when he stopped round. Another terrific exchange. Again, they finished strong. Final seconds, round 4. A host of blows.
Telling blows, effective blows, and equal blows. It's only, for example, that last round, the last 20 seconds of that round might have pulled it out for Lupe Suarez because he fought so well at the very end. I have him, but boy, I could see where it go either way.
It's where you really need a computer to be able to count quality shots. You could actually count
of each contestant to be able to measure the effectiveness of his punches with great effectiveness.
Just over a minute gone by in the 5th round, scheduled for 10.
Molina finally showing you where what fire anymore.
The left hand of Suarez.
Suarez was in the 1st round.
As they chant Lupe, I remind you that like Molina by hand out of action for some. It was a technical draw.
Oh. John.
We come up to the end of the 5th round. Molina.
Round, Lupe has won by just a
system. He is in the silver 09 by knockout. 26 years old, a hometown product from Corpus Christi. 21-1, 7
room here and some rest. Decided about, since that's what you would expect Lupe to be doing.
Right hand, and Molina able to follow it up. He thought he had Suarez in trouble.
While he may not be zinging shots, boy, tank of energy someplace in that young body because he was.
And Molina winding up and nearly got caught. Going.
He is careless now, and he's extremely... Never been down, amateur or pro. And what got him this far without going right now, because he's getting hammered by Lupe with some straight, strong punches. To the disadvantage of Lupe.
And for the first time, standardly so. Double header day here at Lockridge, the one-time junior lightweight champion going up against Dennis Cruz out of the South Bronx. And a sensational knockout by Olympian Evander Holyfield, who stopped Ricky Parkey out of Las Vegas.
Lupe's always story the last few rounds.
Pretty combination by Molina.
John, but he got confused in the moment.
Scheduled for 10.
Lupe now showing, as no matter how arm-weary those punches are, there's just so many of them that Molina faced. To buy some time and relax.
On the 10-point win, one from Dallas. Bob Martin, Ronnie Ralston, Spider Bynum. The first 4 rounds get in, as you would expect. And Molina, round, John Molina. Some trains. This is 20 by the knockout route. Tear, 8 of his last 9 have been KO. He bouts his brightest moment, winning 1985 World Cup in Seoul, South Korea. Outpointing both the Korean and Russian opponent. And he's a 5-time. He has grown since those amateur lightweights.
All crowd-pleasing fighters. Plenty of guts and plenty of ability to punch and take a punch. Unofficially, I have Lupe ahead 68 to 66.
To the chin of Molina, prompting it. John Molina showing us but not able to land. Suarez does land.
Beautiful combination and counter-punching by Lupe. And that's what Lupe needed to get back.
Laid down as the referee. Round and a solid round for Suarez. Crisp combinations in round 8.
In that proportion, not here. Here it'd be a 10-9 round.
And the state of New Jersey, and it's scheduled for 10. Molina fell into the arms of his co-manager Lupe of the 8th round.
Now it's all Lupe.
And down goes Molina. Looking wobbly. Suarez puts him down, and that is it. It's all over. Down as an amateur or a professional. This is knockdown number 1.
That was a knockdown more from a look at Molina. He has absolutely no idea where he's at.